Hello, this is my review of the Arcturus 416 AEG. This is a relatively rare version of the 416. I don't see this very much on American retailers. I got this from Taiwan Gun in 2022 for $270. It was on sale. It normally retailed for $320. However, it is a very solid gun. I wish I saw more of these particular models. The 416 is a relatively popular model in airsoft. Of course, far behind the M4 and the AK, but it is one of the more popular models. But this particular make of the 416 has quite a lot of value to it, in my opinion, for $270, which is roughly half the price of the VFC version, which I've handled before, and this feels very similar. Real quick on the externals, full metal quad rail that's removable. You could replace this with a aftermarket 416 rail, but why would you? This quad rail looks beautiful. Full metal upper and lower receiver. Full metal buffer tube and bolt right here. Plastic stock rubber butt pad. Plastic pistol grip. Feels very nice. This pistol grip feels very nice. It's a very nice polymer. Plastic fire selector. Metal mag release. Metal bolt release. Metal dust cover. Metal sights. A metal charging handle, which reveals the hop-up. It's a rotary style. It's a plastic hop-up, plastic dial, but it's a rotary style. It works very well. Speaking of the internals, this thing shot out of the box 380 FPS with a 0.2 gram BB, or roughly 1.3 joules, about 11 rounds per second, 11 to 12 with a 7.4 LiPo. It has Dean's connectors. The battery goes in the stock. You'll pull down on this little lever right here, actually more or less a hatch, and the rubber butt pad will slide off. You can only fit a very small battery, very small, roughly maybe 6 inches into the buffer tube here, unless you extended the buffer tube by pushing in on this and pulling out. Then you can fit a longer stick-type battery if you wish. However, I think it looks kind of silly with such a extended stock. I personally like the look of it way more and it's either in this position, which is just one retracting. It actually numbers the positions. This is number 2. The full retracted position would be number 1. Number 1. I think my battery connector's in the way. It won't let me fully retract it, but nonetheless, this is a beautiful external rifle and performs really good. Like I said, about 380 FPS out of the box. It could hop a 2.5 without much trouble. However, I did struggle to hop over a 2.8. Usually about max hop to hop a 2.8. That's unacceptable in my eyes. I think it needed at least to hop a 3 without much difficulty for me not to touch the hop-up unit. So I went ahead and swapped the hop-up bucking and nub for a a Modify flat hop nub and bucking, and it's my go-to combination for hop-up upgrades, and it shoots very well. It hops 3s no problem now. It's probably got an 11-inch barrel if I had to guess. I don't have that specific measured, but I imagine around 11-inch barrel. This thing externally and internally performs and feels very nice, especially for the price. 416s, as I'm sure most of you guys know, are not cheap airsoft guns. They usually run on the more expensive side compared to the performance and quality you can get with something like an AK or an M4 that you'll find for cheaper, that performs better, and sometimes would be higher quality for the price, that is. However, this thing does not have trades, unlike the VFC. The VFC is officially licensed by H&K. This one is not. you'll really only find you'll find a unique serial number right here on the left side of the receiver. You'll find colored fire selector or fire selections on both sides of the replica. It is an ambidextrous fire selector, as most HK416s are, if not all of them. It is also one of the coolest features, I think. What I really like about the 416 is this bolt release right here. You can pull the charging handle back, and on M4s, to release the bolt, you have to push on the left side. You have to, usually with your thumb, you would push the bolt release. However, on the 416, you could, unload your magazine, and then instead of having to use your thumb on your left thumb, you can use what I use is my pointer finger and bolt release right there and release it. It's more intuitive for me to do that. So, in conclusion, I think this is a very nice replica for the price. Everybody loves 416s. They're very good-looking guns. Hence why I got one. If you could find these Arcturus 416s out there in the market, I highly recommend this replica, this make and model 416. Well, that's been another review of my guns in my arsenal. I'm sure I'll have many more to come. Stay tuned. Have a good day.